As a woman, don't be friends with a pick me, okay? Pick me women will throw you under the bus just so they can have some taste of that dick of a guy who doesn't even want them. So a while back, I flirted with a woman who was like 42, but she was Asian, so she didn't look like it. And it was a two-bedroom apartment, and there was only two of us. For her age, she was fairly attractive, and she seemed friendly enough. And one of the rules that we both agreed on was that we would let each other know, like at least a day in advance, if we were gonna have a guest coming over the next day. I moved in, and then one day, my first sign of her being a pick Misha, we did some grocery shopping together. The shopkeeper was a man. He looked to be around my age, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we kind of know each other. I visit this grocery shop quite a lot." And they talk in their language. I don't really understand anything anyway. I just go around and look at the shop. We leave, and I'm like, "Okay, bye." That's really all I say to this guy. And then fast forward, that same very night, she knocks on my door and is like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have a visitor." And she was like, "It's the guy from the grocery store, my friend. I'm so sorry, it's short notice. Like, but what can I do? He gave me short notice." As if she couldn't just say no to him. As if she couldn't just say like, "Hey, what about tomorrow?" But no, she was like, "I can't do anything. He gave me such a short notice." So I don't know what to do because I just moved in. So I have to pull back. And I'm like, "Okay, fine." So I go into the kitchen because I want to get supplies, right? To lock myself in my room. And I see on the table she had prepared and laid out like her best tea set, some cakes and tea and stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, wow, this looks really nice. How often do you guys like do this?" And she was like, "This is actually his first time visiting my place." And I'm thinking, that's strange. That's funny. Why out of today he chose to come here? Of course, I didn't ask anything. And she's like, "Oh, don't worry. It will only be like for an hour. Like, we're just gonna catch up." So, anyway, I go into my room and, I stay there the whole night. It's been like 3, 4, 5 fucking hours. Like, he hasn't left. I'm not coming out of my room. I'm not socializing until he finally leaves. Anyway, this flatmate ends up finding a guy who lives like 2 hours away. She would take the train to go see him. She would cook for him. She would bring him food. He would Uber her back. He didn't want a relationship with her, but she was just always on call for him. And it was fucking hell, like living there, because her mood heavily depended on how this guy was treating her, even though they weren't even in a relationship. Just be like moody, and I wouldn't want to even come out of my room. And in the end, I got kicked out because of like a hot guy who didn't even like her. But anyway, that's another story.